What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me for another video. If you're not subscribed, now would be a good time to hit that subscribe button, I would guess. If you're subscribed already, thanks for joining me again. Let's get into today's video, which is my current EDC. So the first video on this channel from a year, maybe 2 years ago at this point, was an EDC video. Figured let's do an updated version of that for, I guess, spring. I guess this is spring of 2025. Working into summer. Let's just get into it. Not too much has changed, but we'll just go over kind of everything a little more in depth than we did in the last video. So as you see, we are on the range today using this barrel over here as my little table. So we'll just start going through stuff. I'm gonna make you wait till the very end for the gun, which is probably the only reason you're actually here for, so you could try to skip and find it, but I'm not gonna leave timestamps. Haha. So I decided to move you guys in a little bit closer so you get a little bit better view, but we are also gonna have the B-roll to go along with what I'm talking about. I did not write anything down because usually when I do, I forget about 80 to 90% of that stuff. So we're just gonna do basically the same video with nothing written down because I usually just shoot from the hip here. So first things first, always leave the house with some sunglasses. Today I am wearing some heat waves. I do have some Oakleys and stuff like that, but I've been liking heat waves a little bit more because they're a little more affordable, and every time you ever drop your glasses, your sunglasses, you always get a scratch directly where your eyeball is. So I figure could do that with a cheaper pair of sunglasses. So something I recently acquired is a watch, and I started wearing that. So we do have a Casio F-91W. If you know what the hell that is, I will put it on the screen. Got it because it's like $17 to $20, and if I break it, I'm only out $17 to $20. So that's why we went with that. Nice simple watch, pretty classic design if you ask me. Remember this from my childhood. Then we do have a hair tie for this long hair we got there. All right, so let's move into the pockets, which is where this gets interesting. So this doesn't get drawn out too much, so let's just get going with it. So in my left pocket, I keep my car keys and my wallet. So car keys, standard keys, you know what keys look like. This little guy here, don't remember the company I got it from, but this thing is pretty awesome. It's made out of titanium. It has a bottle opener, which I've used maybe 3 times since I've had it. This thing was pretty expensive at the time, and I kind of wanted to give them a shout out, but I don't remember where the hell I got it from. But this was, I think, $80 or $90 when I bought it. It was kind of ridiculous at the time when I bought it. Thinking back, yeah, a little ridiculous, but made out of titanium. Literally carry this thing every single day. Obviously, house keys are on it, car keys, stuff like that. So I got my money out of it, I would say. So yeah, then wallet. I got another hair tie on there because you can never have too many, I guess. But this is a wallet from Dango, I believe. It's kind of Ridge wallet style, but it is what it is. It has like kind of like a money band on it, holds some cards and stuff like that. Wallet. One thing I forgot to bring with me because it is not a work day, I do usually carry a set of Apple AirPods on me. Those are just something I carry. I really don't use them very often, just for something while I'm at work doing a task. If there was a video I wanted to watch on YouTube or something like that, I'll throw that on. Got headphones for it, but most of the time I'm not using them, but I have them with me. Then moving over to my right pocket. First thing in there would be my phone, iPhone gang. So if you're Android, whatever, I don't care. You do whatever you like best, whatever. Then we'll move over to my knife. This knife, I have about 3 knives that I kind of rotate through. This is the one I carry the most. I am not a knife person, so whatever, but this was a Gerber knife. Got it at like Sportsman's Warehouse or something. This thing is mainly just used to open up packages at work. Do I need it? Probably not, but I carry it with me. It's tiny, easy, just holds in your pocket, not a big deal. Other thing that I recently got that I started carrying every day is the Leatherman. So this is the Leatherman rebar, an FDE with like black. You probably have some B-roll on the screen, but I've been carrying this for about 2-3 months at this point, and I think I've used it twice, maybe 3 times. So it's nice to have something like this, but do I need it? Probably not. So those are the main things that I do carry on me every single day. So now let's do the gun portion of this, which is probably why you clicked into the video in the first place. So let me just take that off completely. So first thing is the belt. So I do have a dedicated video on this belt. This is the Hunter Constantine belt. I believe Tier 1 Concealed also has the same belt with just their name on it, but it's the same exact belt. Has a, believe, metal front strap on it, so that is the part that you're gonna attach your gun to, and then the back is elastic, so it kind of gives you a little bit of stretch, a little more comfortable to wear in my experience. So if you're interested in a little bit more in-depth video about this belt versus like a Core Essentials belt, that's my other belt, go check the video out in the corner. You can pause this or watch it at the end of this video. Go check that video out, a more in-depth video on the belt. All right, then moving on from the belt, the next thing would be the holster. This is the holster I've been using for a while at this point. So same thing as the belt. Go check this video out. I have a dedicated video on this. This is the Tier 1 M&P Pro. This holster has retention on the light. So for my specific one, I picked the TLR1 because that was the light that I had at the time. So kind of not stuck with it, but that's the light we go with. You could get it for the X300 and a couple other lights, I believe. But that is the holster we're using. Comes with the sidecar. So then the thing that you're probably here for is the gun. So let's go over the gun really quick. So we're actually moving you over a little bit. So the sun is more that way, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. But this gun, this is the same gun from my last EDC video, just a couple different things that were done to it. So this is a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. This is the compact version. This is a 4-inch barrel, so it has shorter slide, a little bit shorter grip. The 4 1/4 and the 5-inch have a full-size grip. This one's a little bit smaller. So as you can see here, it's full hand. So like we spoke about earlier, light on it is a Streamlight TLR1. Up top we have a Holosun 507C. This is a green dot instead of a red dot, just because I wanted to try out something different. There is a lot of reddish, orangish hues out here, so kind of green dot helps pick it up a little bit out here. Kind of a better contrast, I guess. But I haven't noticed that much difference when I'm shooting my competition gun, which has a red dot on it. So some people say their eyes pick up the green a little bit easier or less blown out for astigmatism. I don't know. Just a different color for me. My first EDC video, I don't remember if I had the magwell on it or not, but this is a Floyd's Custom Shop, Floyd's Customs magwell. And then I also carry their +2 extensions on their magazines. So with this magwell, you do need upgraded base plates. I don't know if you need Floyd's Custom Shop, but you do need different base plates because the stock ones will not fit with this magwell. So this is ported. This is the Lucky 7 ports from Monsoon Tactical. I sent this out to them to get that done. Had them Cerakote the slide OD green magwell to match. So that's how we have this set up right here. Very big fan of this right now. It is a very fun gun to shoot. Other thing on it, Apex Tactical trigger, which I would almost say is a necessity on an M&P 2.0. If you get one of the newer versions with the flat trigger that they put on it, I've heard those are better. I don't have experience with them, but Apex flatty trigger, the best trigger for this gun. Then I guess last but not least would be the ammunition that we're carrying in the magazine. So this is Hornady Critical Duty. So this is Hornady Critical Duty. These are 124 grain plus Ps. These are the ones that have the little red stuff in the hollow point in the front. I don't know. Does it make a difference? I have no idea. Pretty sure you could just get any hollow point self-defense round and you'll be safe with it. Hollow points are going to be more expensive than your standard training ammo, but put in the extra money, get the extra rounds, put some rounds through your gun, make sure your gun runs those. If your gun doesn't run it, then you're not going to have a good time. My last EDC video, I know there was at least one comment about someone saying like, ooh, who needs a red dot and a light? If you need all that stuff, you shouldn't be shooting, or some stupid, ignorant stuff like that. Carry whatever the hell you want. If you want to run iron sights, do that. If you want to run a P320 and blow your balls off, do that. I don't care. You do you. Just carry what makes you happy. Figure out what you can shoot, what you shoot well, carry that. A lot of people like to carry a very tiny gun. I find that I don't shoot a very tiny gun very well. Therefore, I don't carry it. Like a M&P 365. It's a little too small in my hands. I'm not a big fan of it. So if you only have one gun, if that's the only gun you have, learn to shoot the damn thing, put some practice in. That's it. It's not rocket science. Just pick a gun, use it, learn to use it. Done. Last thing would be the concealment of this gun. Gun and holster, concealment of it. In certain situations, obviously it'll poke out a little bit right there, but no one's watching. So that's the video. It's pretty warm out here. It's still in the springtime. If you have any questions about anything you saw in the video, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Feel free to share the video and all that stuff. If you want to support the channel in any way, use some of the Amazon links down below. And that's that. Practice with your gun, carry it, and that's it. This is stuff you'll hopefully never have to use, but you have it just in case. Peace out. Stay strapped to get clapped.